That's why I don't think I'm in that group.
All right, I'll just
Do more research and then get back to me.
do more research on what you.
No, like on because you were looking up like what that means, like what that is then, and if you want to look it up.
Yeah, but it's so cool with the other ones. The other
You gotta cover that up. It's like really bright. You didn't cover it up. The light above your head.
I love.
I took a look at it.
It looks okay.
Okay, sure.
Argumental fallacies. Argumental fallacies, but then there's also the cognitive biases, and those are really cool too.
Okay. Well, we just started the episode, so welcome to episode 25, everybody.
Or 24.
24 or whatever.
Depends on which.
Okay. Oh, it's
We don't, need, to
tw-
we don't need to announce episodes.
Okay, might be
We can just
24,
do them.
might be 27. Who knows? But guys, have you heard? You guys, all three of us, have done the ketogenic diet. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kyle, I think it's.
I did
Kyle,
it for a month and a half.
Yeah. Okay. So this new Harvard, or
It didn't work for me.
But this Harvard professor did a lecture. I think it was, I forgot where it was, but she basically said, coconut oil is so bad for you. It's basically poison. Do you guys see that?
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, look it up.
I know you sent the article, and it looked too clickbaity for me to click.
Okay.
Because I clicked so many of these things, it's like, and then it's like, scientists found a new.
Yeah, they show like some
remade.
inside
Hold
out
on a
strawberry.
second. Let it finish.
Jesus
Settle
Christ.
down. And he's so loud when he interrupts.
And inside out strawberry.
Coming in hot.
Scientists find a new specimen that might change everything, and I look, and it's like, yeah, it might, and it's nothing really, and it just turns out to be nothing really.
Okay,
This
so
looked like the same thing. Did you send it?
when you
Okay,
say
right here.
clickbait stuff, I understand what that means, but like, if you're worried about stuff being clickbaity, you're not going to read anything, because there's no
But there's some
headline.
things
There's
that
no
are very
headline.
clickbaity.
I know, but there's no headline that you see
By the
that's
way,
going to be boring that you want to like. Oh, this seems really stupid. Let me click on it. Like, it has to be somewhat exciting or
but coconut
interesting.
oil can't be poison because so many people use it, and they would all be dead.
No. Okay. If you read the article, it'll explain. If you listen to the lecture, I think the lecture's not in
Yeah,
English
you
though.
definitely didn't listen to the lecture.
Because it's not in English. I tried. It's not in English. It's not in English, I think. The
Okay,
one.
I read the news so little that my phone deleted the app for me. I have to re-download it
Okay, so
to save storage.
she said it's so bad for you. It's basically poison. And
I'm gonna say I don't believe her.
okay, without reading anything, you're just gonna guess.
Without looking at her evidence,
I've eaten so much coconut
No,
oil.
A Harvard
exactly. Listen,
professor,
guys. When
a
I say
Harvard-
poison, you guys are taking it as like an instant poison, like it's gonna like a cyanide, like it's gonna kill you right away. Okay, so she said she said poison as it's bad for you, and the long term effects of eating it constantly.
Where's she getting her data from?
Look up.
I'm sure she has
look
data,
it up,
really
yeah.
good data. She's a professor.
think she's
If
just-
she,
I mean,
if
she's a
she
Harvard-
didn't have good data, she would have been like ousted from like her scientific community.
She's a Harvard
you know
professor.
what I mean? Like these people, we have to like take these people valid
Why?
because
Well,
they're
sure, you-
professors. They're real professors, and they're doing real science.
Yeah, he just started the argument by saying it was clickbaity thing.
What if
and
this
now you're saying we should
professor-
believe these people? His first argument was, I'm not clicking on that clickbait. But it says a Harvard professor in the article. It says Harvard professor says coconut oil is so bad for you, it's poison. That's the headline.
You have to
You know, I
remember,
was
like,
eating,
these people are really smart. Like they're smart.
I agree.
Anything Sam Harris or even if someone that I don't agree with says something, they gotta have. They're definitely coming from a better place than I am. On if it, so I can't just be. It's so arrogant to be like. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, sure.
So you pull up the article, but it's funny because, talking about diets and like fads, like no one really cared about coconut oil or coconut in general a few years ago,
Yeah.
and now it's like such a big thing. Like coconut oil, all these other things, MCT oil, refined coconut oil.
She probably says something like, over long amounts of time, it's
Well,
bad for you.
if
It's
you-
like, well,
if
like,
you read the
everything's
article-
bad for you, but yeah, we're all living to like 90 years old.
If you read the article,
Mhm.
it'll explain a little more about that. It increases your chances of heart disease or
It does?
things like that. Yeah,
Really?
because it's saturated fat, and it's not the good kind, I guess. But it's
It
funny
says
because
he's a
Tom Brady has a cookbook or has a like a health plan. It's called TB12, and he in his book that's all he cooks with.
Really.
And that's the only thing he uses. Yeah, and everything. He's like, you
Well,
only cook with coconut oil.
I guess we'll see how long Tom Brady lives and see if this Harvard
So-
professor was right.
The video has over 1 million views, and it's on YouTube, and it's probably in English. And
No, I don't think I tried watching it. It was like she was speaking
I think
skittish
it's
or something.
I think it's a
Skittish.
dude.
No, it's a girl.
Oh, you saw it.
Oh, so maybe I tried watching. I just said that 3 times. I tried watching it and she was speaking German. And I was like, this can't be the video. So I got off. But I think it was.
The link is on the article.
Well, click on
My
it.
phone just died.
Was it the
Unbelievable.
Onion?
What?
What if he's like
This
what if
guy.
he's sending us an Onion article?
This guy.
And he doesn't
Your
realize
phone really
it's not-
died?
Yeah.
Who? It's 2018. Who goes around with a dead phone? Like,
You know,
what the
here's
fuck?
I want
It
to tell
just-
you a personal story really quick
Well-
about the time that I was eating the insides of apricot seeds.
I thought you were gonna say the time that my phone died. Okay, the insides of apricot seeds.
Yeah, because there was this like
Wait.
there
you were
was this
eating
tribe.
Say that one more time.
I was eating the inside. So inside the pit of an apricot.
You're very trendy.
Yeah, thank you.
You are.
There was
That's why I said it.
there's a
You're
white
actually,
center.
you're actually very trendy, and that's why you think he's trendy. You're very trendy. But go ahead.
There's a white center that you have to use like a crab leg cracker, and
Okay.
you open it up and it's like this white pod, and this tribe, it has massive amounts of I think like B12 or B17, some weird vitamin.
Probably 12.
Probably 12. I don't know, B17 a vitamin or something. A
No,
mineral?
B12.
But I'm wondering, is B17 one?
Oh,
or no?
not that I know of.
Yeah, okay.
But I
whatever.
mean, if they have 12,
they
does
might
that
as well
mean-
have 22, man.
Does that mean they have 11 and 10 and 9?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
But anyway, this stuff is it was supposedly like the
B12
number
is
one
all-
cancer fighting or preventative thing you could eat.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like eating them, and they said, and there's all these studies like don't eat in the middle of apricot pits because it has cyanide in it. It's gonna kill you.
Uh-huh.
I ate a ton. I'm fucking still here.
I guess what
Okay,
the
that- but
reason,
people-
the part of the reason why I didn't read that article is because you can find anything. You guys are both on your phones. You can read anything on the internet
Yeah.
that shows a bad part of whatever it is. So you can read something good about keto, bad about keto, good about the company of Tesla, bad about the company of Tesla. Anything on the internet. There's so much information and articles out there that you're gonna be able to find anything. So that I figured that was just one of the bad ones. I mean,
Well, here's the
I
thing: is
can't
that
find.
the Harvard
I can't find the original article. Her name's Karen Michaels.
Yeah, no.
Like I don't know what the original one is.
this one right here, and it shows the
This?
But
Yeah.
no, we
This
were,
is the video,
Look,
1
the
minute
link
video.
you sent us is
Give
the
me your
Harvard
phone.
professor says it's pure poison, and that's why it's a little bit
She didn't.
extreme.
No.
She said pure poison.
Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me see.
She said poison 3 times in the
Pure
article. It
poison.
says
So
Okay.
it's a little extreme. Let's see. It says
they mentioned pure poison 3 times in the article.
I'm going to read this to you. It says, despite the huge popularity of coconut oil and many praises it's received from healthy eating advocates, a Harvard professor's scathing criticism of the trend has stirred up a flurry of debate and conversation. At a recent talk at the University of Freiburg, maybe that's the German
yeah,
place?
like-
Knew it. Knew it. I knew
Karen,
it.
Karen
coconut oil is
Michaels
not
called
okay.
coconut oil pure poison and urged people not to eat it. In the 50-minute lecture titled Coconut Oil and the Other Nutritional Errors, is it Michelle's or Michael?
Karen Michaels is her name.
Karen Michaels, director of the Institute for Prevention and Tumor Epidemiology, I'm not a doctor, at the University of Freiburg, and professor at the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, said the much beloved sweet tasting oil is the worst thing you can put in your body. I'm going to keep reading this because I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time coconut oil has come under scrutiny, leaving many questions about its health benefits versus risk. What is coconut oil and the concerns? How long is this? This thing's way too long.
But we could just go into the fact. It's just
It
funny
says-
because
Just keep going a little bit more.
Okay, yeah, because I do want to say. Okay, so it says the popularity and marketing of coconut oil may have obscured some important information about the fat, and the variety of different labels can be confusing. Coconut oil also it could also be confused with other coconut-based products. The misconception that the coconut oil is healthy is likely due to a swell of marketing efforts from the coconut oil industry, or because people are confusing coconut oil benefits with those of coconut water. So I added, coconut oil should be purchased in its natural state as a solid. The beneficial fatty acids in coconut oil are naturally solid at room temperature. In addition, the edible liquid coconut oil has gone through processing and other chemicals may have been added. Eating a healthy, balanced diet is better than consuming a manufactured supplement that you are not sure what processes it went through while being manufactured. So, okay, so far all this stuff makes sense. About
Okay,
not
are they talking
knowing
about MCT oil.
well, right now they're worrying more about like the processing that's going
yeah,
through.
she was saying,
Okay.
and she's saying at room temperature, it's like a solid.
Yeah,
She
which
said
is true.
solid.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
coconut
Which
oil
is-
supposed to
so-
be a solid room temperature.
Yeah, which is all of my coconut oil has been solid at room temperature.
Solid.
Yeah. It's
Mine's
like,
like
it comes
a
in a
paste.
jar.
Mine's like a paste.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's-
yeah, but not liquid. But
Okay.
not liquid.
Okay, but it's still like almost like borderline liquid.
Okay, yeah, but
okay, but it's not like water.
Okay, yeah, of
You
course
can't
not.
pour it out. So,
Yeah, okay.
but the MCT oil that you buy for convenience is like
Yeah,
you
like this thing right here. This is coconut oil.
Yeah. It's like
No,
like
it's not coconut oil.
refined
It's like
down
refined.
to the most liquid.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They're saying it's refined coconut oil. So
Right.
like this is heavily processed. It's
Yeah.
like literally a liquid.
It's supposed to be, but they make it seem like it's just the best parts of it.
Yeah, which is marketing. Yeah.
But I guess that's not true. I don't know.
I don't know. That's the thing.
This person saying the solid.
I
parts
just-
are
I
good
just
parts.
like-
Here's the thing. It's almost okay. It basically says the more important thing to remember is the overall dietary picture. Zach said saturated fats are just one piece of the puzzle. It's okay. I think personally that it
Sounds
was a
clickbait,
little
like I thought.
extreme to say it's pure poison. It's like everything is pure poison.
So what? In
No-
the end, they end
no,
up saying
not
It's
true.
not that bad.
Everything
though."
is not pure. No, they didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I don't
everything
think-
is everything
I
is
don't-
not pure poison.
I don't think
You keep
coconut.
hitting that.
I don't think coconut oil is pure poison.
Say you disagree with this doctor. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that it's probably not good to eat so much coconut oil. Thing is just the life-saving thing. What I'm saying is like if you're gonna call that pure poison, then everything else that we eat is pure poison. If you eat
No,
too
that's
much
not
of anything,
true. That's not true.
it's the
You
same.
could have a ton of broccoli and it's not poison. What do you mean? Everything you eat. What do you mean everything you eat?
Yeah, I hate. Some people say
No,
that
because
about
they're
fish.
saying that like the processing of it. So maybe the pesticides they put on to grow the broccoli is pure poison. He's like, yeah, but if you eat like a massive amount of something, it's not gonna. It's if you eat coconut oil in moderation, you're fine.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
So that's not
moderation.
pure poison.
You can eat poison in moderation.
No, you can't go eat some fucking.
You can eat poison in moderation.
Go eat some cyanide in moderation.
Some you can't.
Fish.
I
you
said
can eat-
I said
you
some
can eat
poison you can eat
fish.
in moderation.
Oh, you got me on that word game.
Some poison you can eat in
You
moderation.
can eat fish in moderation, but you're not supposed to have it every day. So that's a good example of
Yeah.
Yeah.
feeling-
But then
at the
that would be
same
like me
time,
calling
I don't
fish
think-
pure poison.
But I don't think. But I think also
The
think that's a
mercury
bad
is-
example. Like it's like if someone says, "Oh, you can eat it, but like once a week," like maybe you shouldn't be eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe someone shouldn't write an article calling that pure poison.
So you agree with the Harvard doctor?
you agree with her or you don't.
I do. I just don't
She
agree
said-
with
she-
her.
you don't like her wor- you don't
with
like her words.
hyperbolic words of
Is there any way you can
pure
get that light
poison.
out of my face?
It's
Or
weird
is
that
it
he
too
did
hard?
it.
It's
You,
fine if it's
you need
too
to
hard.
no. It's
Listen,
giving you nice catch lights in your. In
She
your eyes.
she
Okay.
her the
I
article
know what
was the lecture that she gave was to back up that she thinks coconut oil is bad for you. It's extremely bad for you. It's the worst saturated fat you can have.
What about like olive oil?
Yeah, it's worse. That's what she's saying. It's worse.
It's worse than that.
Yeah. She said it's
But is olive oil?
If you eat
unsaturated?
something that's pure
I don't know.
poison, don't you think that it might have like really like? Don't you think if you eat
There's
something pure poison,
there's no studies to we haven't been it's a new thing. It's a fad right now. So we don't have 50 years of data to back it up to know, hey, if you eat coconut oil in every meal you prepare, in 50 years you're going to have heart disease.
Yeah, but hold
They don't
on.
know
They're-
that yet.
You're getting coconut oil from coconuts, and we know that coconuts aren't bad.
Okay.
yeah,
So that means that coconut oil is not bad. If coconuts are not bad, right?
not in moderation.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Why?
She just talked about the processing that goes behind it.
Is there poison in the coconut or not?
In the coconut, I'm not sure.
They're adding.
She's talking about the
poisons?
oil. When you
But-
have it in the oil.
But you're getting the
form.
oil from the coconut. So unless you're adding poison to the process to make the oil,
Okay.
are they doing that?
I'm not sure.
How do they make coconut oil? That's a good question.
Not sure. Good question.
I figured they just mush the coconut down. To
Definitely
oil.
not.
No, actually,
That would be, that's a
might be-
naive thing to think.
No, do you know how they make? That's actually I think how they do it because do you know how they make? Listen, I have a theory.
Oh god.
Do you know how they make?
Okay, go ahead.
Everything that you
You
get
know-
at coconut oil, it says it's like refined. It says refined.
Do you know how you make?
processed coconut oil?
Yeah.
Do
Unless
you know
can
how
get
they make
unrefined if you want.
wax with weed? They physically squish the weed,
Okay.
and the oil comes out.
Oh, so
Oh,
that must
okay.
be the same with everything
So
else.
I'm-
in the world.
Yeah,
So
it's like
um,
anyway.
Shit, what was I gonna
the whole
say?
thing about the keto diet. I'm actually fortunate because I don't like coconut. I don't like the taste of it, so I don't use it. So anyway,
but if you get it refined, then it has less flavor.
yeah, like I'm using that liquid thing, which might be bad, but I don't know. But I'm
But
using
you could
it.
buy like coconut oil that looks.
Ha ha ha
I have it, but I never cook with it
ha!
because I don't like the taste of
God,
you
I
can
love
get-
myself.
hold on a second.
No, let me
Settle-
let me
hold on,
tell you
settle-
something real
but
quick.
settle down.
But is it unrefined? 'Cause
Yeah,
you can get that refined, and
yeah.
it doesn't taste like coconut as much.
How
Oh,
is
okay.
coconut oil produced?
How's what?
Usually,
How is
made
what?
From, how is coconut oil produced? It's usually made from copra, dried coconut kernel, which is pressed in a heated hydraulic press to extract the oil.
Okay.
So I was right. So you can fucking send me a letter of
What? You're right about
Apology.
what?
I said they probably press it the same way they make the wax out of the
Okay.
weed.
I didn't
And you
argue.
go, yeah, sure. They make everything like that, Kyle.
That was
sure
Paul.
thing, big guy.
That was Paul, little guy, that said that. Okay, first
and
off.
you were like, yeah, that's right, Paul.
Definitely didn't do that. Definitely didn't my thumbs up like that.
Yeah.
I laughed.
Yeah.
I laughed because it was funny. And what I don't know what you just read. Is that how every coconut oil is made? Every company makes it.
That's how coconut oil is made.
Every coconut oil is made like that.
Well, I just know that's
Because
why
there's a
Africa-
million different companies who make coconut oil.
1
So
million.
you know that was an exaggeration, but there's tons of companies. I don't know if they all make it like that or if they add things to it.
It's funny. It's the same type of exaggeration that Harvard professor used when she said it's a pure poison.
In your eyes.
Hyperbole.
In your eyes.
What?
You think it
No,
was an
no, 'cause if
exaggeration,
you
but
s- if you
so to
said-
her that from her whatever she read or the study she did, to her it could be pure poison.
Well, it's not because if you were to eat,
And these are
pure
not better
poison-
than LaCroix.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Yeah.
So Lays.
Solil.
If you could, you know when you
So
go to,
huh?
you know when
So
you go to,
Lil? He said so Lil.
when you go to channel 1 on the TV and it's all static,
Yeah.
if you could taste that or feel that in your mouth, this is what it would be.
Yeah.
And I
that's
didn't
true.
make that up. That was plagiarized. But do you guys want to
That's
talk
pretty
about that
accurate.
personality test? Did you take it yet?
So we're done talking about the coconut oil thing?
Okay, I mean, I'm just that's why it was a question. So
I mean, yeah, we're done with it. Anyway, I think it's interesting. It's fad. I'm still doing the keto diet. I don't use coconut oil, so I'm cool.
What are you
wait,
using?
so
in place of
are you
coconut?
butter-
done with coconut oil now?
Yeah, I never used it anyway because I didn't like it.
Oh yeah.
So
Really?
I use olive oil or butter, real
Well,
butter.
Let me talk about what you have right here. This is bulletproof. This is fat.
Yeah, that's
brain
refined
octane
refined coconut oil. So
oil, which is what she
This
was
is their
talking
brand
about.
Yeah.
of it, basically. This
Yeah.
is like their brand of it. Of course, they try to make it seem like it's extra
It
better
has
than
no.
MCT oil.
It has no smell to it.
yeah, it's probably not even real coconut.
Do you
oil.
mix this with your coffee?
Yeah, I've only had
And
that for a week.
Do you blend it with butter? Have you ever tried that?
No,
It's really good.
Bulletproof makes one like that.
That's really good.
But
That's the one I had for breakfast that I was gonna bring you, but it has a lot of carbs.
yeah, which is weird.
I know, right?
Carbs?
But
Yeah, it
yeah,
has like
well, there's
15
like 15.
I wonder
think
where they
there's
get the
maybe-
carbs from.
I don't know, but there's protein in it too.
Why is that funny?
That's so funny.
Like-
I wonder where they get the carbs from.
Where
there's
they come from?
There's protein in it too. Maybe the protein powder has sugar or something like that. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
But there's what is ghee butter exactly? I think it's like a processed or like a refined regular butter, like high quality butter. Ghee butter, GHEE.
I'm not sure. I use like French butter.
Oh, ghee butter. I've heard of this.
Maybe it's kind of like lard or ghee butter, regular butter, French butter.
Have you heard- have you heard-
it is an interesting. It's like something about it is special.
Anyway, let's talk about that test. Yeah.
Well, it's called understandingmyself.com.
Understandingmyself.com. And
And
it
it
was
was
started by
actually
Jordan
really-
Peterson and a couple other people.
Yeah, it was actually really interesting and helpful.
Like enlightening?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because it helps you understand yourself.
I know myself pretty well already.
It would just be interesting to see your results. I know Kyle's not going to take it, but
I'll take it.
Well, it costs $10.
I'll take it.
So
That's the only reason why I didn't take it. Because I thought it would be really quick, and then it was like, oh, pay $10, and it's like 500 questions.
no, it's not.
It was a lot
I
of
think
questions.
it's 100 maybe.
You're like really.
It takes 10
It,
minutes.
it might as well be. It might as well be 500. It's 100 questions.
Might as well be 500 then.
Might
Why
as
not-
well
why
be.
not 1,000?
Might as well be.
is his favorite thing.
Might as well be.
ring the bell once. Might as well keep ringing it. It's like
You might as well.
I don't know. It's pretty interesting. It
What
shows
did you learn about yourself? You said it was pretty enlightening.
It's agreeableness. It tells you your agreeableness.
I'll probably get real low on that.
Whether you're high
Oh,
or
for
low on
sure.
that, you'll probably both get pretty
On
Low
your,
or high
on your
that?
what? On your what?
agreeableness.
Yeah.
You'll probably both get pretty low on the agreeableness.
He's definitely lower than me in that.
Okay, it's not a bad thing.
I never said that. Never said that. But he's definitely lower than me. I'm
No.
more agreeable than he is.
No, you
I
are
don't
not.
know. I'm
Yeah,
curious.
because I can work better in groups than he can, which means I'm better. I'm more
Anthony, are
agreeable.
you out of your mind?
No,
No.
I think
You're
you're,
like a
more
bull in a
disagreeable.
china
I
shop.
think you're the most disagreeable person ever.
Okay, I know you're making a joke, but honestly, you think
I'm not saying that like
Yeah,
if
hold
I
on. I think
he doesn't even agree with you.
Listen,
telling him that he's not
no,
agreeable.
listen. I know you said that for the laughs, which is good. Everyone view them; they got some
No,
laughs.
no, I didn't.
But do you honestly
I'm
think
not saying
he's
that
more
you're not
agreeable?
logical, and if I say something like that's like
funny.
obviously right, yeah, no, even so, you'll disagree with me just for fun.
Do you think you honestly think he's
I
more
totally
agreeable
agree
than
with
me?
you.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
Wow.
Like if we're one.
So then you're obviously crazy. You probably learned that in your test too.
I'm.
Yeah. That you're borderline
one-
psychotic. So that's fine.
It's called neurotic.
Yeah,
And
neurotic.
that's
There you go.
sensitivity to negative emotions.
You're sensitive to negative emotions.
So you know how there's like when we put our hands in ice to see who could do it longer. You
Yeah.
have like a pain tolerance, right?
Oh, that was. I beat everybody easily.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh.
So there could be two reasons for why that happens, right? Like
Okay. I could just do one.
you don't.
Tougher.
Okay. So there's another one. There's another reason. It's probably the real reason.
Okay.
So you're more sensitive to the pain.
I'm more sensitive to it.
Yeah. Or you can withstand it better. No,
Okay.
you're less sensitive to it.
That means
or you can-
tough. So I'm tougher.
so you're either tough,
Yeah.
or you're less sensitive to it. You don't feel it as much. Like
Okay.
the nerves literally don't feel it as much. Or
So you mean
feel-
physically? So that's
or-
not personality.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
like physical.
Yeah,
But
but I know, but I'm not at the personality part yet. So because this is the physical part. So
Okay.
either you don't feel it as much because there's like less nerves, or just not.
I'm
as-
gonna guess it's
or
less nerves.
or you feel it just as much, but you can withstand it better because you're tougher.
definitely the first.
It's definitely the. It's definitely the. I can because I can
Def-
feel the pain.
definitely
I
the
felt
first
it just like you guys.
You don't know that.
yeah.
You don't know how I feel it.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't feel because I don't. I'm not a pussy, so I don't know how like pussies feel.
Right.
But there was definitely pain involved. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
There was
but
pain.
it might not have been as much. It might have been half.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely like not as weak as someone who's weak, but like I felt pain and I withstood that pain for a long time.
Right, but it might
be
have
like
been
this.
half as bad as my pain.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know.
So we don't know. It could be combination. Probably everything's a fucking combination.
That's
That's
true. And there's nothing.
Okay,
that's
so
like
now,
one
so
different
here's the
thing.
next thing. Now there's like that's physical, right?
Yeah.
So what about like mental pain?
Yeah.
So you either feel like, say, like your brother dies,
Okay.
and like, say we have 3 brothers,
Okay.
and one of them dies.
Okay.
So one of the brothers is crying at the funeral,
Yeah.
and one of them's like fine, kind of. So either like
Fine, or he's just not crying.
he's more fine than the one that's crying.
Okay.
So like, maybe he's either like more sensitive to the pain, or he just feels it less.
Yeah, because when you say he's more sensitive, I would picture him crying then. If you're more sensitive,
No, I think that you said he's more sensitive or he feels it less.
Oh,
whether
he's less sensitive.
He's less.
he's less sensitive. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
less
The one that's not
sensitive,
crying
or
is-
The one
he's
that's not crying is
or
less
he's
sensitive.
or he or would the other option be that he has more mental like stoic?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so he feels it
Stoic.
less, or he's like
he can just
tougher.
He can handle the
Yeah.
stress, the
Yeah.
sadness better.
Yeah. So
Oh,
so
interesting.
neuroticism is going to be like how sensitive. Let's just assume that the toughness thing isn't a factor.
Okay.
Everyone's just different.
Convenient.
Everyone's
It's
just
convenient.
everyone's just different sensitivity to things.
Okay.
So I feel the cold more, and I feel a death more mentally.
Okay. Interesting.
So neuroticism is like you're more sensitive to the pain.
and would you
mentally.
consider that a bad thing? If you had to pick a bad or a good thing, what would you consider that?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean,
I don't know.
you definitely want to feel things, just being human. Like you want to experience things.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know that I'd want to experience pain as much as the next person.
Yeah. Right.
Or sadness,
Right. Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Would, yeah. Why would you want to be sensitive to pain? Yeah.
because then maybe the not being in pain feels better to you too.
Yeah. Maybe.
You know, the not being sad, like you're.
So it's like a bipolar patient not wanting to take their lithium so that they can.
So they when they're high, when they're happy, it's like really good.
Yeah.
But when they're down, they're like really down. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you turn the sensitivity dial down if you could?
that's interesting.
Then you'd miss out on being like super pumped about shit.
Yeah, like you would just be kind of almost numb all the time.
Yeah.
Like you would get happy, but it wouldn't.
I feel
be like,
that sucks. I feel that sucks. It also makes you.
So then, whenever you're sad,
Boring.
you have to know that that's your choice.
Yeah,
Because then, so that you could be happy later on.
yeah, you can experience the real joy. What else was in there?
Well, so there's neuroticism, then there's agreeableness,
Okay.
and each one breaks down into 2. So agreeableness breaks down into like how polite you are, and how compassionate you are. So those 2 things make how agreeable you are.
Do you have your answers like that you can show, like the percentage?
No,
'Cause I-
but
'cause
I'm
I-
really high in agreeableness.
Are you?
Politeness and compassion and agreeableness are all very
Hmm.
high.
That's
Okay.
funny.
The neuroticism's pretty high. Then there's introversion, extroversion.
Okay, you extremely introvert.
I forget if it was extreme, but it was definitely pretty introverted.
Yeah.
And that breaks down into like, like just enthusiasm.
You're not very enthusiastic.
That's one of the things that it breaks down to. No, I'm not very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
But I want to be. Can you change these things about yourself?
What does Jordan Peterson say?
He just says like try to work with it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jordan Peterson. I know you are. I know he's your boy.
I like him.
I'm not a big fan. I mean,
I like.
I
I
think
think
he-
I don't like his political stuff. That's what gets blown up in the media. But that's
Yeah.
only the political stuff.
What don't you like about his political stuff?
Oh come on! You just know that we don't really agree with a lot.
No,
of things.
just
Well,
I
he's
wanna
very.
know.
I mean, he's
He's
pretty
conservative.
conservative,
How so? What makes him
and he
conservative?
does let. Wait.
why do
so
you?
are you disagreeing?
disagreeing with that?
I want to know specifically what makes him.
And he has
conservative to you.
point that like conservative means like you like traditions, and traditions like a nice structure to go by, but at the same time that needs to be shaken up every once in a while. He's just traditional and conservative, politically, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. I do like stuff he
I
said.
would say he's a traditional liberal.
That's what he says. I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's no the reason because he would. I feel like the right, like the far right, comes out again. Like they're super pro. Like censor. Like the right used to be like censorship. Like don't wear that or like
Yeah.
don't like express yourself. That's like the old school right.
Yeah, don't say
And then-
retarded.
Yeah, or so like very strict social etiquette.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
the left is usually like more like oh who cares like kind of like hippies whatever.
Yeah,
Like be free. And now he's saying no, you can't force people to say certain like you can't like control speech. So that would actually be like a traditional liberal thing. It was like you have to let people say what they're going to say. It's like old school like blasphemy laws. Like if you can't say anything bad about the church. That's like what he's
Yeah.
kind of coming out against.
but there's so
That'd
many
be a
other
liberal
things.
thing back in the day is say no, you can
Yeah.
say shit about the church.
Anyway,
There's so
so-
many other things about him. Like I listen to his lectures on YouTube sometimes, and it's just like a boring psychology class that he's teaching at.
Yeah.
Because that's
Canada.
what he's a professor. You know what I mean?
That's
That's
what
like
he
what
is,
he
yeah.
just was. It's like psychology guy.
He capitalized on his suspension from the university, from him for the the.
Well, yeah,
what's it
he
called?
gained a lot of attention after he was saying no, you can't. I think
You can't
these
force
lo-
me to use
these pronouns. Or
pronouns.
he's like he wasn't against. He'll call you whatever you want.
just
him to
can't- you
call,
want it to be
but
law,
he does
yeah.
not. Yeah,
Or be
but
punished
it
for it.
goes down a dangerous path.
Anyway, so we're at to wrap up, but I think we should try to do this. Me and you do the personality test, and then we
Okay.
all bring our answers.
Oh yeah.
You've already taken it, so you have your answers,
You already
right?
has this,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, we'll
And
do
then
that
we can
next
compare.
episode.
We can compare.
Let's do it this
So
week.
we'll have to do it
Wait,
before.
so
Okay.
so you think you're gonna be more agreeable?
I feel that I'm agreeable.
But now it's messed up because when you guys take it and you're asked a question that's
No,
clearly
I'm gonna
no,
take it.
be
No,
honest.
we're gonna be
I
completely
want to be completely
yeah.
honest.
There's a part
I
of me
was
that-
joking about that. I don't think I'm more agreeable than him.
Oh,
but
okay.
but I'm offended that you don't think I am.
But it's not a bad
Whatever
thing.
that means.
It's not a bad thing.
It could be. Because I mean, to survive, you need to be somewhat agreeable. I mean, I can't live on my own.
I know,
And,
but
like-
you get so much further in life if you're disagreeable.
But when you say further, like further in what sense? Like,
Like it's just
financial
like a job.
and
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm talking about. Like job, like asking for a raise.
yeah.
Or like if you're agreeable, you let people walk all over you, and it's just like good. I think Jordan Peterson was saying it's like good for like raising infants. That neuroticism,
Being agreeable?
agreeableness,
Oh.
like these like nice traits and polite
Oh, that's
traits
funny.
are like, and they're also go with naivete and naivety, whatever
That's
the
funny.
fuck that word is.
Naivety?
It's like it makes you good at raising an infant. That's why women are more high agreeable, high neurotic.
Okay, let's end it there.